All right. So first of all, I want to thank you for purchasing this presentation and taking your music career to the next level. So let's get straight to it. So to release the music, whether it's a song or an album, in my case, I'm going to release an album. So I will click on create new release, and we will land here. So this is the first process. We need to fill in the detail of the song. So the release title, just so you know, if it's a single, this is where the title name goes. If it's an album, this is where the album title goes. So my album title is Flying Over the Rest of Them. And you may remember this from the previous presentation that you saw to get here. Label name, you can include your record label if you have one, or if you want to create one. For example, I know some distribution platforms charge extra for this feature right here, but you could create a record label that shows on Spotify for free for you with Amuse. And then you select the genre. So for this example, I'm going to choose blues. What language is the release title in? English. For you, choose the right genre, the right language, and then we get to the point where we upload the cover art. And the cover art, just so you know, it must be square, and it must be either a PNG or a JPEG file. And this is a picture file basically. And in terms of dimensions, size of it, it must be between 3000 by 3000 pixels, and the maximum by 6000 by 6000 pixels. Yes, that's right. I think my cover art dimensions is in between these two, is about 5000 by 5000 pixels, I believe. And also the rule for the cover art is that it cannot have any social media logos or handles on it, and it can't have any brand logos on it, except the artist name and the release title. So let me upload my cover, and here we go. Just loading now, and you see in a second this may ring a bell from the previous presentation. So we filled in the release details. Next, now we get to the track list. So this is where we upload our songs. And speaking of the songs, so the specifications for the track list or the songs are that the audio files must be 16-bit, 44 by 1 kilohertz wave file of good quality. And just so you know, if it does not follow these rules, the release will be rejected. And you can get this from the person that mixed and mastered your music, or either from your studio engineer. I was just making sure I was on the right track right there. So another thing I want you to know is that if it's not a WAV file, MP3 files won't work. So you definitely need to either convert the MP3 file into a WAV file that has 44 by 1 kilohertz, and then upload it that way, or speak to the person that mixed and mastered or your studio engineer for the right audio files. So I'll click to upload mine. You could either drag and drop it in there, by the way. So my audio, my music are here. So well, I've got 5 songs for this album, so I'm going to call it an EP. Alright, so here are the songs. Now before I could get to the next level or the next stage, I need to add some details to it. So these are the details that I will show on Spotify, for example. So if it's a single, you write the single name here again. It's an album, so I'm gonna have to write each individual single in the EP, rather, in the EP here. So this one is called Interesting. The first track is called Interesting. Version, whether it's remixed, live, remastered, I'm gonna leave it That's optional. It's not really a big deal, that part. Recording the year, that's right for me. It's in English, the title. And also, does this track contain any singing, rapping, or other vocals? Yes, it includes singing. And what language is the lyrics in? My language is in English. I don't know why it's in white, really, the background. But lucky, I found the right language. Just scroll through yours to find the right one. So it's the music explicit content. This song that I'm uploading doesn't have any explicit content in it. If yours does, or whether there's explicit and a clean version, choose the appropriate one. Next stage is track origin. This is original music. It's not a cover nor remix. If yours is, choose the right one. And my ISRC code. Just so you know, just so we are all on the right page, just to explain what an ISRC code is, it stands for International Standard Recording Code, and basically it is a digital fingerprint that identifies a specific unique recording, and it will be permanently encoded into your song. So sometimes the person that makes and mastered the song may put the code in there, but if the person hasn't, or if you don't have the code in there, then leave it blank, and Amuse will encode one in your song for you for free, in this case for me for free, so that these songs can be identified by online music stores and even Shazam, for example. So I'm gonna leave it blank, so I get one for free by Amuse. Artist, this is my artist name for this example. So writers, I wrote it, my real name, Francis Anani. Cool. Royalty split, yep, I wrote this, so it's going through 100% to me, and then we'll save it to the next stage, and then you repeat the process for all the songs that you have on the album. So just to speed up this presentation, I'm going to delete these, otherwise I can't move to the next stage. But when you're going through yours, do fill in the details. So we've got one with the details filled in, so now it's not an EP anymore, it's a single. So next stage. Cool. So here, delivery options. So here's where you choose the music stores that you want your music to be in. So we are going for the free options. So Spotify, yes, we want that. Google, Apple Music, Google Music is here, we want that too. What I meant to say was iTunes or Apple Music, we chose that already anyway. So YouTube Music, yes, we want that. Deezer, we want that. Tidal, we want that. Amazon Music, we want that. Napster, we want that. This one is Pro, so we'll skip that. Claro, we want that. Alright, Shazam, definitely. That will help get some more discoveries, and I think that's all the free stores we can deliver our music to right now. So we'll save that, move to the next stage. Countries, you could select whatever countries you want your music to be sold in, whatever continent. I want it all around, so I choose all available in all the countries. Proposed release date, so this is the 4 weeks release date gap. At the moment of recording, this is 3 weeks gap for me, luckily. So I can either choose the 7th or the recommended date, or any date after that. So I'm gonna choose Thursday the 7th. Alright. I'll skip the fast release. Is this an original release date? No, sorry. So this release date, it is original, it hasn't been released before. So has this released before? I'm just gonna say no, and then we are the final stage, review. So here's where you review the song and what it will say on the music store. So that's it, we're here. You just need to accept it and then click release, and it will start loading up to the stores within the next 3 to 4 weeks. You just need to keep an eye on it, raise some awareness for it, and then once it's ready to be sold, or ready to be played rather, people can just go and play for it, and you could start getting some figures and statistics which could be beneficial for you as well, in terms of streams, revenues, all that good stuff. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I'm about to show you how to create a cover art photo, one of these.